Fantastic Mr. Fox is the best movie. Now, if you don't know what Fantastic Mr. Fox is, Fantastic Mr. Fox is a stop-motion film directed by Wes Anderson that came out in 2009. This movie is really, really weird. It is so pretty. Like, here's some pictures on screen. The movie is gorgeous. It is just, this is pure art. And it has what I'd like to call a star-studded cast. George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson. This movie has like all the best actors in it. It didn't even list Willem Dafoe, but he's also in this thing. He plays a giant rat. Now you might be asking, why is this the best movie to you? And that's a lie. This is not the best movie. It is one of the best movies. There is a difference. Do not mess it up, or they will come for you. I'll explain why it's a perfect movie in a second. If you want an explanation on what happens in this movie, I'll give you a very brief one. George Clooney Fox is really good at stealing birds from farmers, but then one time him and his wife, voiced by Meryl Streep, they get trapped in a fox trap. And then she says, hey, we should never do this again. And he's like, okay. And then they get kind of poorer and like kind of sad. And then she says, we're poor, but we're happy. And he says, come see, come saw.
We are poor, but we're happy.
Come see, come saw.
They also have a son who's voiced by The Spot. They live in a hole, and then Fox is like, I want to go find another place. I'm not living in a hole for the rest of my life. He buys a tree. He only buys it because he notices three farmers who are the villains, Bogus, Bunce, and Bean. Bean is also voiced by Dumbledore, yeah. Then he buys the house. Then Cousin Christopherson comes over. A lot of stuff happens. He gets his tail shot off and makes a weird sound. A bunch more stuff happens. He sees a wolf and puts his hand in the air, and it ends. Now, I can't thoroughly explain why this movie is so good, because it is really hard. It's kind of complex. The character arc of the titular Fantastic Mr. Fox, it's kind of weird. I can't tell if it's like saying, because his whole thing is that he sees it, he's like, I'm a wild animal, and then his wife's like, but you're also a mother, and but you're also a father and a husband, and he's like, I'm trying to tell you the truth, and she's like, I do not care. What I can't explain is this movie is really pretty. The stop motion is really good, and because it's Wes Anderson, and all his stuff is like so stylized, every shot is so pretty. Most likely during this entire segment there'll be more shots showing up. It is so gorgeous. Also, the music is really, really good. Listen to this one really quick. Listen to this one, it's good. That's how you'll feel after listening and watching this movie. Another good thing about this movie is, you know how there's that thing with the movies are like show don't tell? This one gets away with it. There's one, the scene where the villains are introduced, Bogus, Bunce, and Bean. They have a, like, I don't know, it's like a minute-long exposition scene, and it's Bill Murray as a badger explaining their whole, like, shtick about how one of them is really fat, one of them's tiny, one of them is, like, the scariest thing that's ever existed. It's just done really, really well. The visual style and the way it's done is super well. Nothing, there's, like, no fat, cut straight to the chase, just boom, boom, boom. He's fat, he's tiny, and he'll kill you. And another character, I completely forget his name, but the possum, he has this reoccurring joke where his eyes, like, he's just like, and he has no idea what's going on for a little bit, and it's very funny because it's just kind of like, hey, did you get that? I don't think I can accurately explain why this movie is so good. Go watch it right now. Go watch this movie right now. Find out how you can watch it, and then watch it. If you don't, I'm coming for you.